Well, good evening and welcome to Financial Freedom Classroom for December 5th.
No,
Oh, December 4th?
no,
Wrong guess. See, I'm not on the dates today. It is December 6th.
no. It is December 3rd.
No way. Wow, I'm pushing towards Christmas already and I just even started. All right, so welcome for December 3rd, 2015. And before we get going, do you have the disclaimer?
We do, but that's next.
All right, so we'll do the disclaimer next then. So we are Financial Freedom Classroom. I am John Locke, owner of Lock in Your Success, LLC. I had a long day and I'm having a good time. So it's all good.
Wow.
Lock in Your Success, LLC, it's a stock options, trading, coaching, and education company. I am also a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming and hypnosis. Sherry is with me here. She has managed many successful businesses in the education, automotive, real estate, computer, consulting, and coaching businesses. We're also active real estate investors, and we do spec home building, rehabs, rentals, and stuff like that. So lots of neat stuff that we do.
And so now we can talk about the disclaimer.
We can do that now?
Yes.
All right. Well, just to let you know, the information provided in this presentation is for general information only. It's been prepared without taking into account your objectives, financial situation, or needs. So prior to acting on any information we say, please consult the proper professional in that related fields, because we are not tax accountants, we are not attorneys, we're not licensed and financial advisors or anything like that. So just keep that in mind as we go forward. So today we are actually talking about how to be nice to your holiday spending plan. I don't know if any of you know this about Sherry, but she is very, very good at saving money.
That's a very nice way to put it. Thank you. It's funny, when I was looking at the title from last month and I realized I said budget, and I don't like that word. It's just not a nice word. Budget just sounds so constrained and you can't spend anything. Well, I like spending, and John knows I like spending, but I also like saving.
Yeah, she always comes home and tells me how much money she saved with all the stuff that she bought that we sometimes don't need.
But I love it. It's one of those things that I absolutely love to do. So you're going to find I really enjoy this topic, and I might get off topic a little bit maybe and come back, but hopefully it will be very helpful to you all. So
she's the only one I know I can give $25 to, and she can come home with a brand new home entertainment center.
There you go. And it has happened. So
and we still have it.
Yeah, we do. Oh my gosh. So I know we'll have to pull out maybe some stories of some of the stuff we've done, but it is all in fun. So tonight we're going to talk about how to be nice to your holiday spending plan. So first of all, what is your 2015 spending plan, and do you have one?
Right. I mean, it's a lot of people, or most people, don't even think about what they're going to spend for the holidays. They just kind of start jamming stuff on the credit card, and when January comes, they start off the year in financial debt.
Right. And so that's what you really don't want to have happen. And so you definitely want to have a plan before you shop, because it can get out of control really quick. So one of the questions might be, what did you spend last year?
I bet you don't know.
Yeah, that's accurate. But you should know. And you will know. So if you're budgeting, you would know what you spent last year. And so, technically, one of the things that we recommend is you want to spend no more than 1% of your income on the holidays. So
yeah, that's definitely the case. I mean, we see people go crazy and just be in debt or spend 6 months paying off their credit cards just to dig out of the holidays.
Just for Christmas, crazy. Which is, or whatever your holiday that you celebrate. So, and in 2014, the average spent was $720, and I got this information from the Gallup poll was just taken in November.
I completely don't believe that.
Well, that's the average. So remember, it's an average. So, it was taken November 4th to 8th, and 30% of U.S. adults expect to spend $1,000 or more on gifts. slightly higher than 25% of the top spender category a year ago. So about 1 in 5 will spend between $500 and $999.
Right.
And then 14% will spend between $250 and $499. And 19% will spend less than $250. And 8 people say they don't celebrate, so they won't be spending anything. And then 7% are unsure how much they'll spend. So,
right. And I have to guess that a lot of those people really didn't know what they spent.
Well, now remember, this is from 2014. So how much
Right.
do you think that they're going to spend this year? What do you think people are anticipating on spending this year?
I would think that they probably spend more every year, right?
Well, they typically do, but this year it's actually even more. It's going to be $830 is what Americans, the average, plans to spend. So it's up by $110, which is pretty significant if you look at the charts.
Percentage-wise, yeah, that's a big number.
Yeah, it is. So it's going up, so that means the economy's good, right? Yeah.
People are feeling that way anyway.
That's right. So, and there's probably there's actually some good deals out there. Yes,
Yeah.
there are. And I found some already. So this is, so essentially you want to think about what you're going to spend. So you really want to take inventory first and see what do you already have. Now, I like to shop. So when I find a deal, I buy it, I put it away. The problem is sometimes you tend to forget a year ago I bought.
We still have gifts in our attic from when our kids were like 5, and now they're practically adults.
They were good deals.
They were really good
They
deals,
will be
but we still have
donated.
them, and now we have to donate them. Right?
So think about maybe the wrapping paper that you bought, or the ribbons, or the decorations, and hopefully some gifts. Cards, yes. Did you buy Christmas cards? And I do want to just talk a little bit about Christmas cards because I think I'm done with them.
Cards are like the biggest waste of money.
I've done them all up to this point, and I feel really bad that I'm not going to do it. But the licking, the sticking, the 49 cents a stamp, you
$5 a card.
Create an email. I got an email last year that I think this is the way to go. It's like a family newsletter, and you can send it out to everybody. And it's electronic. There's no waste of
Paper,
trees
yeah.
or any of that. And I just feel that that's just the better way to do it. And you can put more pictures, maybe, and more obviously what's going on.
A lot more information, yeah.
And with Facebook, everybody knows what's going on anyway. So
yeah.
typically. So the question is, so I guess I'm a downer on cards.
A downer on cards, right. And with the wrapping paper and ribbons and decorations, again, we have piles and piles of them stuck up in our attic. And,
Hey.
And we go out and buy new ones
Yes,
every
we
year,
do,
so-
because I forget what's up there.
So we don't really have to.
I will go up and take inventory. Okay, so what do you have to buy, though? So we should take a look at that and establish a plan. So you want to create a list of what you have to buy based on, obviously, your inventory and your list, and then include the gift ideas by person, and then establish a budget for each of those purchases. And then you can tally the allowance amounts for those, and then adjust as needed. So I looked at this and I said, I really wanted to do a quick spreadsheet. So I did one. Actually, I'm going to quickly show you where you can find it. So if you go on financialfreedomclassroom.com and you go to our resources and you go under money management, you will find a holiday spending worksheet. So I created it. It is protected. It looks like this. It's not fancy, but it will calculate for you. So the gray areas are where you can put in information, and I went through, there's 100 lines in here. You should not use all of them. Let me just say that. So I just quickly went through and just kind of entered the information and said, we have an 800.
Is this a job list or is it a Christmas list? Because Mom is the dishwasher.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I was.
Dad is the snowblower.
I was gonna start getting funny with this, and I just didn't. I ran out of time. So, but I wanted to tweak this a little bit. So you put your budget amount here, and then you list the people who get gifts, and then the gift ideas, and then what you're planning on spending on those here, and then the total of the plan amount comes up to here. So obviously, this should not exceed your spending plan amount. And then when you spend, you're going to put your actual spend over here. And then that's going to total up here. And then this is going to be the difference. This is your balance remaining to spend. So this is the difference between your spending plan amount, what you've spent. So this is the net for you to spend.
Left.
Yeah. And then over here you can see how much maybe you saved on certain purchases, right? So that's kind of, it's simple, but yet it just kind of, it's simple, but it'll
helps
get the job done.
prevent you from overspending. It makes sure you have all your gifts in place and you don't forget people.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll remember everybody you divide for and stuff like that.
I know. Yeah. That's a dangerous thing to forget. All right. So, so that is on the website, available for your use if you so choose to download. And then if you've got it, give it if you've got it, but if you don't.
Right. And some of us are very well off and we give for charity and we just give bigger gifts and, maybe we're making $500,000+ a year or something.
Right.
And, you don't really have to worry about that so much. Still, you shouldn't spend more than you need to because that money can go to better places. You can invest and make more. You can, give it away to somebody that really needs it and stuff like that. Right. But certainly, be generous with people if you have the money. But a lot of people are on a tight budget, and if you don't, then they spend what you can reasonably spend.
Right, but I mean, a lot don't. So you don't want to obviously do anything. But giving feels good, so you want to give when it counts. So what you want to do is to try to cut out at least 10% of the names.
Right, if you're having trouble reaching your budget. Because a lot of times,
because kids grow up, right? So, I think of, some of the kids in our family who are
nieces
adults.
And nephews who are like 25 now, and we're still giving them like little kids Christmas gifts.
Well, we're giving them something, but I mean, it's something that you can have a conversation, and then of course people can become distant that you usually give gifts to, and so you want to, unfortunately have an honest conversation with them and talk to them about, hey, we exchange $50 gift cards every year. Do you really still want to do that, or do you want to just say, yep, we are definitely friends, but we just don't have to do Christmas anymore, or something like that, or the holidays. So
right, what's the point of giving somebody a gift card and having them give you a gift card? And you know who makes out with the gift cards?
The gift card people.
The gift card people, and it's because if you look at the statistics on how many gift cards actually don't get used, it's staggering.
Well, we're going to talk more about gift cards in a minute.
Oh, okay, we will. Okay.
That's coming up.
Well, I'll be quiet then.
All right. So, but it's a good gift. So then you want to do market research on your list. So you want to grab your computer and start pricing items. And so there's going to be some places you're going to want to look and go to Amazon and eBay and my favorite, Google, and find out, what you think, and just kind of confirm your pricing. And you do want to make sure that you price each item, because one good price doesn't mean that they're all good prices.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is we went shopping one time for like a vacuum, and one of my favorite places to shop is Kohl's because of all the discounts and coupons and all that stuff. So we went and we're looking at a vacuum, and the vacuum price, I looked at it and I thought, that just doesn't seem right. And it was ridiculously high. And I had looked at some and realized that, it was way out of whack. So just because it may be your favorite place to shop, it may not be a good deal. So
right. So
be careful.
About Kohl's is I like going through the register at Kohl's with Sherry because she has this big pile of stuff with all these coupons. And she said, person you hate to be behind because it takes so long. But she'll be at Kohl's and everything will go through. She'll get all the coupons through, and the clerk will look at the price and with a shocked look on his face and look back at the clothes and all the other stuff, and then look back at the price again and say, something must be wrong. Sure, it's like, oh no, that's right. Because we get like $300 or $400 worth of stuff for like $60.
Yeah, that's typically how that goes. So. Yeah. And I love that. So, and then you want to validate your spending plan. So you want to go back and make sure that what you found during your market research was in fact what those prices were. And then that obviously tells you where you want to start shopping, right? But before we start shopping, we want to talk about gift cards. because they are one of those huge, one of the things that people give, I
Oh,
would
yeah, they
say,
give
a lot.
A lot. And don't put me down. I like gift cards because, well, I like to spend
Well, you know,
money
you
and
go to
stuff.
Home, you love your Home Depot gift cards.
But that said, I have Home Depot cards from 3 years ago.
You
I didn't
do.
spend them,
I
so.
found another one today. So you want to check, for instance, to try to get discounts on your gift cards when you buy those. You can actually check your rewards. Some of the credit card companies give you discounts on gift cards.
Yeah,
So,
sometimes you can get $50 gift cards for like $45.
yeah, $45 or $40 or whatever. But
And they can do that because they know most people don't spend them.
I know, it's very true. And then you can check warehouses who offer reduced prices like Costco and BJ's, and I think Sam's has them too. But we just bought some, we bought we bought $50 worth of gift cards for $40. So you can get deals like that at those places. And it's, you know, and the other thing too is you can also buy those and use them yourself. So
Right.
for instance,
Give yourself a gift.
sometimes we like to go to the Weather Vane. It's a seafood place here out in the Northeast. And so they have 20% off gift cards. We buy them. We go eat with them.
Right.
So, and you can combine that with a coupon. Ooh, what a deal.
And buy their specials, and next thing you know, you're out in Weather Vane for you know,
For
two
$10.
people for $10. Where usually it's 35 or 40.
It's a great, and it just tastes so much better. That's all I can say. All right. And then there's other places that you can also get some discounted cards. Now, I've never used these, so disclaimer, I don't know about these, but I've looked it up. I did some research, and they say cardpool.com, giftcardgranny.com or giftcardrescue.com for discounted pre-owned cards. So you want to check the terms and conditions, because I understand sometimes that there's like a time limit or something with them. So just watch those. But if you wanted to, you could buy those gift cards, and then you could use them to shop. So you wouldn't necessarily give them as a gift,
Right.
but it's using discounted cards to buy stuff, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah, you get all your coupons and everything, and then you give them a gift card that was discounted, right? So next thing you know, you get more off.
I'm telling you, it's a crazy thing, but it's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's just a little bit about gift cards. So now we're going to start shopping at the stores. So you got to check online for sales. Obviously you have your list, so you know what you're looking for. And then if you're going to the stores, you want to pick up the flyers at the stores. Sometimes they have coupons, sometimes they don't. But it's been a long time since I've seen them, but you know, who knows, they could show up. But you want to search out and shop clearance first. That is I'm waiting for John to say something about that, because that is the first place I go, is I head straight for the clearance area.
Around the outside of the store, right?
That's Target.
Yeah.
And then you sometimes have to hunt at Kohl's where you can find them.
Right.
And combine discounts if possible. So that's what I mean about that is at Kohl's you can use coupons and percentages off. They have email coupons. They have Kohl's Cash. So if you spend, a lot of times they say if you spend $50, you get $10 Kohl's Cash. So you come back and use that $10 in, say, a week or so. They also have Kohl's Care, which is their customer program, which they send out coupons all the time. So that's like in your email. I just go in the store, I type Kohl's in my little email list, up pops all of them, and I can find all kinds.
Right. Well, the stores too, when you buy something, they give you a receipt with a coupon on it that's only good for a certain amount of time, so you'll come back and buy some more.
That's right.
But
and I will.
If you know that ahead of time, you can plan for that.
Yes.
and work that whole thing into your whole evil plan on how to get your stuff at like
just remember,
75% off.
If you have okay. So here's another little thing that I do sometimes that I drive John crazy. I will actually split purchases.
Yeah, because I just buy stuff, by the way.
But I can't do that. So I need to split it so that I can use 2 coupons because I can. So let's say, for instance, there's $10 off 25 purchase.
Okay.
JCPenney actually has these right now.
Nice.
So stop it. So then you can also get another, if you have 2 coupons, which I did, I would make 2 purchases, and then I would use 2 $10 off coupons. So $50 worth of merchandise I got actually for $30.
Right. They tell you can only use 1 coupon per purchase. He goes, okay, well, just give me 2 purchases.
That's right. So, yep.
There you go.
So that's the way that works.
That doesn't discourage a real
does
bargainer.
So, and then you want to look out for those email coupons as well. But I do want to mention quickly, if you go out shopping, you can go to Target too, and then they have, and you can do this online as well. So, right, and Andrew's reminded me that they often give you 25 to 30% off.
For opening a store charge.
Right.
If you choose to do so.
Right.
We tend to avoid that sometimes.
Well, I don't, but
I do.
moving on. Opening charges. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah. But Kohl's also, Andrew, just so you know, when they send you flyers in the mail, they actually have coupons you can get 15 to 30% off. Sorry. 15 to 30% off. Sorry.
We're laughing. We have a geriatric cat.
If you hear him, I apologize.
He's kind of pathetic, and we shouldn't be laughing at him. It's kind of mean, but I don't know.
He won't stop. Target has Cartwheel, which is an online app which you can get discounts while you're at the store. I believe you can probably get them online as well. Coupons, and then if you use your Target card, you get 5% off. So, and you can stack the discounts also. So I do that a lot. One more thing about if you're holiday cooking, I don't know if anybody knows about this card in particular. I just wanted to bring it up because if you spend about $6,000 a year in groceries, you can get the American Express card, which will give you 6% back on your grocery purchases, which is pretty significant. If you spend $6,000 just in groceries, which a lot of us might do if you have a family, that's $360 a year back, which is pretty good. And then they give you 3% cash back on gas and some department stores, and then 1% on everything else. So I did it because we spend plenty on groceries, and we are well going to exceed the $75 cost for the annual fee. I hate paying for annual fees, but I'll do it in this case. Oh, wow, that's great. Chase Freedom Card is giving 10% back on Amazon purchases this month. Wow, thanks, Andrew. That is awesome. I'm going to check that out.
You and Andrew, we get along really well. I can tell right now.
that. Woo, that's awesome. So keep that in mind because that's a good one because Amazon, you can buy a lot of stuff on Amazon.
Not forget about Facebook, too. Facebook stores offer special promotions through their Facebook pages now.
Right, right. So sign up for those, sign up for the stores and stuff, and I bet you'll see more of that. So you can get more discounts. You can clip coupons that come in the snail mail. I have a stack of them right over there. J.C. Penney's, great, usually $10 off. Kohl's, Target, all of them. You can check online for coupons like retailmenot.com. You can find, you can even just be in the store if you have, a smartphone and you can look it up and you can see if you can use it right then.
They take coupons off your smartphone now.
They do. It's really nice. The store apps, so I'm just going to tell a quick story about Sears. When we were in Sears, we were just buying Christmas gifts there, and I had a $35 off coupon. And they said, oh, this doesn't apply. I didn't understand why it wouldn't apply, and I said, what do you got?
Because it was for clothes and we were buying a jacket.
Yeah.
Said the jacket was a tool.
That didn't make sense to me, but that's what the guy said, and there was no way around it. And I said, well, that doesn't make much sense, so why don't you see what you can do? So the guy said, why don't you get the Sears store app? And they give coupons on there. So I went and did that. I just did it on the smartphone while I was standing there, and sure enough, $35 discount right there on tools for a jacket. I don't know. I can't make this stuff up.
Go figure.
So consider joining the mailing list for discounts. That was what actually was Sears. I think that was part of that too, because you had to join the mailing list. And then when you're at the register, ask if there are any more discounts available, because it does work.
It does work. Yeah. And the worst they can do is say no.
Right.
So there you go.
Right. I can tell another quick story. I was at the Disney store. So I was trying to use a coupon there, and they said, I didn't have the Disney card with me, but we have a Disney card. So I asked them to look it up. I said, and I would like to use this coupon with it. And they said, oh, no, we can't look it up. And I said, well, it's a Disney card. I'm in the Disney store. All the other stores, you can look that stuff up. Well, they couldn't do it. And I said, well, what can you do?
Right.
So they did end up giving me just about what the coupon was worth with discount. So it does work.
Yeah, to ask. And just one more thing, when we were talking about credit cards earlier, if you're buying stuff with credit cards, it's great that you get cash back, but you have to pay it off every month.
Oh.
There we go.
I can't do that, say that and not say pay in full.
Yeah, pay it in full. Otherwise, the reason they give you such good discounts is because most people don't pay it off and they get it back 10 times over.
Right.
So you don't want to give it back to them.
Right.
So take advantage of what they're going to give you and go
Get
with
out.
it. Because they take advantage of the people they can take advantage of.
Yes, yep. So the store cards give discounts. I think I mentioned Target gives 5% off their store card. So that's a good deal. So another thing is to send direct when shipping is free. So if you're buying something and your family or friend lives in another state and you can buy it, for instance, if you bought it something from Kohl's, they can direct ship it for free. So it makes sense to just take advantage of that.
Because it'll probably cost you like $20 at the post office to send it. So.
Exactly.
And then you have to wait in line and all this other stuff.
Another thing I just want to point out, since we're talking about postage, is if you send a package with, I'm trying to think, priority mail, right?
Yeah.
If you send it from your house, as long as you have to pick up at your house for that mail, it's cheaper to do it from your house than it is to go to the post office.
Really? They come to pick it up cheaper than...
Yes. Isn't that odd? But it's true. I'm using it now. It was the regular size envelope is regularly $5.75 if you mail it out at the post office, but if you do it from your house, it's $5.05. So you save 70 cents. I don't know. You know what? I don't want to question it. It's easier, and so I just do it. So, yeah, it's awesome. And then, let's see, so that's an idea. And then also, if you can ship it to a lot of the stores will let you ship to the store for free if they don't have it in stock. So I'm going to go pick up my stuff that we ordered.
Right.
Tomorrow.
Well, sometimes, if you have it shipped to your house, it's they charge you, but they'll ship it to the store for free.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's good. Yeah.
So, and then you want to watch your emails for discounts. Again, you can just be in the store and you can just grab your smartphone and then you can type in the store's name that you're in your, I have like a promotions tab in Gmail, and then up they all come.
Yeah.
So it's a nice way to be able to look for that. And then you can also check sites like Groupon.com or LivingSocial.com. They have gifts there and discounts. And I think right now everything's 20% off additionally on Groupon.com.
We've had some really nice gifts that we got off Groupon and Living Social.
Yep.
Just see them. And also, it's not just gifts. It's like theme park tickets and all kinds of other things. So.
Wait, what did you bought motorcycle rides?
I had helicopter lessons.
Just crazy stuff.
Motorcycle, snowmobile rentals, stuff like that. So lots of neat stuff there.
They are very, very cool things. So one of the things is to start thinking about is to start now for next year. Because what'd you just do?
Hold on. Oh, I was just going to say, Andrew just said there's a website called the Tracktour.com that gives you price history of Amazon items.
Oh, that's an interesting. I'll have to look at that up. Thank you, Andrew. It's to spell it out. It's TheTracktor.com.
Yeah, the Tracktour. So
that looks cool. So start now for next year. So one of the things that we like to do is to have an account that money just goes into automatically.
Right.
So
when we help people with their budgets, that's one of the things we budget is our Christmas gifts, because it's usually a significant expense for people every year.
Yes, it is. So if you set up an automatic savings, and you start to consider what you spent this year, like I'm just going to use the $830, the average, and add an increase of 110, which happened this year, right? So you can say 940 for your 2016 holiday spending plan. And then you can make automatic deposits that happen as frequently as you want. So if you want to do weekly, that would be $18.08 a week, or $39.16 biweekly, or $78.33 a month. So not to say to spend $940, but that's just an example of how you could do that so that you would have the cash to go.
Right.
And you would start doing this now
It's
because
in your budget and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
you can take the money you would have saved by just going out and randomly doing gifts and put it in your retirement account, so you can lower your taxes.
Ugh,
Save more money that way.
and that's coming
we'll be
too.
looking at it.
Man. So, and then you can start shopping. So after the holiday, you start shopping. And that means you're going to start shopping the
This-
26th.
They have some huge deals after Christmas, and we actually have several friends now who actually have Christmas a week late.
Yeah.
They have it on New Year's, and they go and do all their buying after the 26th because their deals are so good. They spend like less than half the money.
Well, I mean, they want to go out of the year really, really well. So they want to get rid of all their inventory, because what happens if they hold their inventory into January? Ugh. The
Yeah.
tax ramifications for that is, so they want to sell as much as they can. Well, that means that they might not necessarily have a really good selection, but if you can get what you want, you're good.
Right. You can score some great deals, and then,
Yeah.
of course, if you know you're going to want something for the following year, it's a good time to buy it.
Absolutely. So you can create a new list with the new spending plan for 2016, and you can go out and shop, and gift wrap and decorations will be about 90% off. You can bet a couple days after
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Of course, again, selections will be limited, but if you're looking for something specific and it's there, that's awesome.
But you can get that premium, $20 a roll paper for like $2.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you can take advantage of the after holiday sales. But again, of course, only if you have the cash, or you can take the gift cards that you got for Christmas and use them.
Right. Make the best of the gift cards.
That's right.
Make sure you use the gift cards.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they can get lost and they can get damaged, and then you got nothing.
Right.
So,
And I shouldn't be telling you that because I have problems with that, but
yeah, you're not kidding. So, are there any questions? Anybody have any questions? We will be happy to answer them, but that was a lot of fun for me to gather the information and to kind of put it into this format for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it.
yeah, if you have, we could start our own business and make $1 million on the internet just talking about saving money, because Sherry is so good at it. So
Well, thank you.
she drives me crazy, but she's really good at it.
I do. It's a lot of fun for me.
That's how we pay for my $5,000 bicycles.
That's right. Oh, God. Isn't that great that I get to save money and you get to spend it? So,
We make a good team.
yeah, I'm sure. So if you want to check out our blog, financialfreedomclassroom.com, join us there. You can like us on Facebook. And also, if you have any questions, you can send them to me at Sherry@financialfreedom.com. And also, if you could please share this information with your family and friends if you feel that they would benefit from it, because that's what we hope to do, is to help other people in their financial situations. And next month, on the 7th, we're going to do goal setting for 2016. So it's not only important, it is imperative. So I hope everybody can join us for that. And with that, thank you for joining us, everybody, and you have a great evening and a great Christmas, and hopefully you're nice to your holiday spending plan.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Take
Talk to you
care.
next year.